Welcome to the 2018 State of the City Address. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Tonight is about the future of Jersey City. Mayor Fulop will share with you what you can look forward to in 2018 and beyond. The upcoming year will bring infrastructure improvements, new programming, and exciting initiatives. As Council President, I and the entire City Council look forward to working with the administration in continuing the progress in Jersey City while also addressing our most pressing challenges. Our job is far from over, and we will work cooperatively for you, the people of Jersey City, so we can make 2018 the best year yet. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Paris Morgan Brown, a second grader from PS3, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Everyone, please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen. Thank you, Paris. Please remain standing for the national anthem to be led by firefighter Nicholas Fargo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, firefighter Fargo. That was beautiful. Now I'd like to introduce Reverend John McReynolds, who will lead us in the invocation.
Let us pray. Eternal God, our Father, we come tonight to say thank you. We thank you, my Father, for all you have done for the city of Jersey City. We thank you, my Father, for being so good and so kind to us. Bless us, my Father, as we return back to our many different homes. Bless whatever is set here tonight that Jersey City will work by. We know you're able. We know you have the power to do it, and we're going to trust in you to do it. We believe that you will do it. Bless now in your name we pray. Let every heart say amen.
We are the faces of Jersey City.
Greenville, everyday hardworking people. Old school Jersey City. We've been around forever.
The West Side, diversity, family. Come here, you'll never want to leave.
The heart of Jersey City is Journal Square. Neighborhoods, culture, transportation to and from everywhere.
Community, creativity, energy, and
the Heights has the best views in the city.
Jersey City, past, present, and future. Restaurants, cafes, art, families. It's all right here downtown.
Close-knit, and it's lively. Bergen Lafayette, We have arts, music, there's space for everybody, and it's a real community.
Add it all up, and it's home.
I have definitely seen an increase in the police presence in my neighborhood, more so than I've seen in years. In addition to that, the police department really looks like my neighborhood. It has folks from all ethnic backgrounds, men, women, black, white, brown, that it's amazing. And it's really a good thing for our neighborhood. It's great that the city has found ways to hire more police officers, and we know between that, body cameras, the new crime app, and cameras being strategically placed where they're needed around our neighborhoods, our streets have gotten a whole lot safer.
The Hudson River waterfront has kind of morphed in what it is now. And I believe the different parts of the city have been ignored. The current administration is trying to change that by bringing some growth and development to other parts of the city. I can imagine the Hackensack waterfront being that place where many people want to live. I believe that they're bringing enough affordable housing to make that possible for many people.
Me, I'm all about information, finding it and using it. And with the city's new website up and running and kiosks on the way, I'll be able to get transit information, find the nearest place for a cup of coffee, get emergency alerts right where I need it, at the Path Plazas and at the Hub.
I've been thinking about opening a small business. I'm a little nervous, but I just saw there's an online application and license help. Instead of just talk, our city has actually made it easier for people to do this. I can apply for loan, get expedited permitting. Suddenly, my plan isn't just a crazy dream anymore.
You know, being born and raised in Jersey City wasn't always so easy to get around by bike. And my bike is my go-to mode of transportation. But with miles of bike lanes put down in the last few years and City Bike in every neighborhood, you know, it's really gotten a lot easier to get around. Now, we still have a ways to go, but there is a bicycle master plan coming, and that's going to be a game changer.
Dance, theater, painting. Art brings a city to life. Murals surprise you around every corner. And the studio tour takes you to art in every part of the city. With a new art museum coming to Journal Square, Jersey City's art scene is exploding.
Jersey City, it's all ours.
Thank you. So, good evening. I want to start tonight by thanking the public officials from the state and the county who have joined us tonight, members of the clergy, members of the court, the Jersey City Council, who have been partners in everything that we do, fellow members of my administration, and most importantly, you, the residents of this great city. Thank you for being here tonight. I couldn't be more proud to stand before you once again to discuss the past, present, and future of Jersey City. Yet this time, I stand before you to give the first State of the City address of my second term. Thanks. I am beyond humbled to have been given a chance to serve another 4 years as mayor of this diverse, dynamic, and unique city. It's been an absolute honor of a lifetime to have been elected to serve twice, and I'm confident that we'll continue to work together to move our city towards great things together. Last year was an important year for our administration and our city. We made major strides forward, worked through formidable challenges together, and ultimately we became a better city. I'm proud to say that the state of our city is strong and getting stronger. Every day, though, regardless of the neighborhood in which you live in, you are certainly impacted by the progress we've made during the past 4 years. Perhaps it's that police officer in your neighborhood that have become members of your community since our police department has grown to the largest it's been in more than 2 decades. Or maybe it's that new small business that has opened up on your block thanks to that renaissance that's happening away from the waterfront that we're experiencing for the first time in years. Or maybe it's the new park around the corner that your kids go to after school to participate maybe in one of the 30 new recreation programs. Our city and community is changing for the better. So as we begin our new term with renewed energy, fresh ideas, and new partners, I want to use this address to focus on the future of our city and the changes we envision for this coming year. I want to share with you not what we've done during the past 4 years, but what we'll be doing during the next year. Our successes will not rest on what we've accomplished, but rather our accomplishments will serve as a blueprint for the future of Jersey City. Our goals haven't changed. We are continuing to work towards a safer city, one that applauds diversity, one that encourages innovation, and one that invites the community to be part of the process. A city can only move forward, though, when it has a strong foundation to build upon. In Jersey City, we know that public safety is that first fundamental building block. And during the past 4 years, we've proven that it is our most important focus. The safety of our residents not only impacts our ability to effectively run our city, but it serves as that foundation for everything else we do in the city. During the past year, we have started to see the results of our dedication to building a safer city. In 2017, Jersey City saw decreases in all major crime categories, including homicides, assaults, and robberies. It's something we should celebrate. Also, while this is not typically a statistic you see reported in the newspaper, it is important to share that we have continued to see the number of illegal guns recovered increase dramatically. 23% more guns were recovered in 2017 than were recovered in 2016. Let me say that another way. Last year, the Jersey City Police Department recovered a total of 315 illegal guns off of our streets. And if you've ever wondered about the efficiency of the day-to-day operations of our police officers, gun recoveries is a good indicator of that ability. Every single gun recovered has a story behind it. A recovered gun means an officer had to successfully approach and disarm a dangerous criminal that was illegally carrying a weapon. Each one of those recovered guns is tied to a criminal who had no intent, none whatsoever, of using that gun for any reason other than terrorizing our community. Last year, our officers engaged in that exact situation over 300 times, and thankfully, nobody was hurt. It is a testament to our Jersey City Police Department and our brave, dedicated officers, and I would say on behalf of the city, I say again, thank you for all the work that you do to keep us safe. Day by day, our city is becoming safer. During the past 5 years, we've been hyper-focused on growing our police department with an emphasis on enhancing the diversity of our officers. When I came into office in 2013, I knew that building a safer city required us to grow our police force, which has been suffering at the time from historically low staffing levels. We started hiring aggressively, bringing in over 295 officers during the past few years, including the most recent class of 76 recruits, of which some are here with us tonight. This is the largest class we've seen in 3 decades, and I want to thank them for their dedication to our city's safety, and I would ask them to please stand and be recognized. Being mayor also includes making decisions that may be unpopular, but are ultimately the best decisions for the city as a whole. Recently, I announced that we'll be ending the off-duty police program later this year. Every mayor since the 1990s has known that there are serious issues with this program, including the potential for corruption. While I would say it's not the easiest decision to end this program, I'm confident that it is the right decision. And for those of you that are skeptical, I'd like you to ask yourself one simple question on the necessity of this program. Why is it that our neighbors in New York City can build 100-story buildings in a more densely populated area and not require one police officer to be hired as long as they have a safety plan in place? But here, in Jersey City, we require countless officers to be hired for much smaller projects. You may not know it, but every single time you see a police officer at a utility construction site, the utility company has embedded the added cost for police into the rate that you as a taxpayer pay. The hiring of off-duty police officers for these types of jobs is ultimately nothing less than a backdoor tax on you as a resident. In 2018, this will certainly change. Tonight is a good opportunity to discuss how I envision this program working. We're going to require safety plans for construction sites, of course, prior to site plan approval. And we're also going to set up a program to hire trained community members and use the existing crossing guards to monitor these sites instead of off-duty police officers. We will root out corruption while giving Jersey City residents an opportunity to work. Furthermore, we'll be pursuing rate reduction conversations with the utility companies now that the costly requirement for officers is no longer there. And we expect that you, the taxpayer, to see rate savings as a result. These are big changes, and I believe it's important to give you a perspective beyond what you may just read in the newspaper. So before we move on from the topic of policing, though, I'd also like to point out that with the growth in our police department has come a change in its leadership as well, and I'm proud to recognize Jersey City Police Department's new police chief, Mike Kelly, who is here tonight as well. Where are you, Mike? I selected Mike Kelly to be the chief not only because of his expertise in policing, but also because of his commitment to our community. Last year, we used a community-driven approach to rework the city's closed caption camera system, which was started in the mid-2000s, but it's never really worked properly. It was a big undertaking, but during the past year, we installed 107 cameras during phase 1, and we recently started phase 2 of this project, which will put another 40 cameras on our streets. We've worked with the community to find the best locations for these cameras, starting on the south end of the city first, and then working our way north. This is something that had been neglected for decades and will now help our officers keep our streets safe. This year, we're excited to be expanding our community-driven public safety initiatives beyond just CCTV. We all know that pedestrian fatalities in New Jersey increased over the last year to the highest number in more than 2 decades. Several of these tragedies have happened in our community here in Jersey City, and we've seen firsthand the unfortunate reality behind these statistics. Earlier this year, I signed an executive order adopting the Vision Zero initiative for Jersey City, setting a goal to eliminate traffic fatalities on our roadways entirely by 2026. Each and every life that is lost due to traffic crash is avoidable, and I am proud that we are the first in New Jersey to take an important step towards building a powerful, data-driven plan that ensures no more lives will be lost on Jersey City roads. This initiative will be driven by the community because we understand the impact that these types of crashes have on our residents, and we want to make sure that your voice is part of the process in developing a solution. The task force created by this plan will include members of a wide variety of city departments, including planning, health and human services, public works, as well as representatives from our schools. But importantly, this task force will also include representatives from 2 of the groups that have been instrumental in advocating for this initiative. And I would just ask that the representatives from Bike JC and Safe Streets JC please stand and be recognized for this effort. Thank you. So tonight is not only about enhancing public safety through changes in the police department, but also about important changes within the Jersey City Fire Department. This year, we appointed a new fire chief to lead the department, Chief McGill. So Chief McGill and I will work over the next year to strengthen the fire department's community outreach with a focus on expanding the fire department the same way we've done with the police department so that our firefighters better reflect the diversity of the community that they serve. We also look forward to making some big changes to the department's infrastructure. This year, we are committed to starting the process of building a new firehouse to replace the Halliday Street firehouse that serves the Bergen-Lafayette community. Our commitment to more firehouses and companies has never been stronger. We've grown the fire department as well, and our levels are the highest they have been since 2000. This alone speaks to our commitment to making sure that residents are safe in their homes and on the streets. So, if you can please join me one last time for a round of applause for the work of our public safety officials that are here tonight as I cover that. Thank you. Beyond the fundamental building block of ensuring public safety, a successful city requires a multidimensional approach to providing opportunities for residents to stay active and engaged. Our commitment to creating more parks in order to fulfill that goal has been a continuous effort, and I'm excited to announce a number of projects that will take place this year to improve our neighborhoods and provide spaces for our community to come together. For residents in the Heights, we've started working with the community to create a master plan for Leonard Gordon Park. This is a park that has enormous potential, and this year we are working to bring it back to life finally. We'll also make improvements to Audubon Park this year, including the addition of a multi-purpose area that will provide a better space for the community to come together for markets, for performances, and for events. Just a few weeks ago, we cut the ribbon on the renovated Cosmo DeSanto playground within Pavonia Park, and we worked with the community to renovate that one. And during the next few months, we will see additional updates on renovations to a number of other Jersey City parks, such as Pershing Field, Sergeant Anthony Park, 16th Street Park, and of course, the new Ogden Avenue Dog Park. The increase in the number of parks that are being renovated is directly tied to that open space tax initiative that our administration championed last year. This was a change that had been discussed for years through different administrations, but ultimately never moved forward. We took that important step, and as a result, this year we will have an additional $670,000 to put towards our park. So I want to say thank you to the council for that. We have made truly incredible progress on upgrading our parks during the past few years, and this year I'm confident we're going to continue to improve these crucial public spaces. With improvements to our parks comes improvements to our recreation department as well, and I'm excited to share with you what's on tap or what's on the horizon for 2018. During my first term, we proved our dedication to expanding recreation by adding over 30 new programs that accommodate all residents regardless of their neighborhood, age, or ability. This year, we aim to continue to focus on inclusivity within recreation by developing a number of important new programs that didn't exist before. Currently, as an example, there's a lack of programming for young adults with special needs. Later this year, we plan to partner with the Board of Education to focus on an initiative that is specifically for special needs individuals and specifically for ones that are even older than 18. This is an opportunity for us to fill a crucial gap in programming, which will have an important and positive impact on the lives of our residents. Finding ways to build programs that are inclusive and diversified is one of our most important goals. So whether it's programs for girls living in the Heights or programs for special needs adults living downtown, we want to ensure that there's an opportunity available to help empower and inspire all of our residents. And happening in the background of these new parks and expanded recreation programs are the day-to-day government services that keep our roads paved, our garbage cleared, and our city running smoothly. While understandably less glamorous, these projects are the physical foundation of a functioning city, and we work each and every day to make sure our residents have safe and reliable infrastructure. Just this week, with the help of Senator Cunningham and Senator Stack, we received an additional $2 million from the state that we'll use towards paving in Jersey City and better bike lanes as part of the Bike Master Plan. This year, we have scheduled some major paving efforts from Martin Luther King Drive to Bergen Avenue to Montgomery Street. Along with the announcement of our new Bike Master Plan that occurred earlier this year, residents can expect some big, significant changes to our street infrastructure during 2018. But improving city infrastructure is not just about paving streets. It's also about making important investments that have the power to change the community in big ways. In just a few weeks, in March, we'll cut the ribbon on the new City Hall Annex in Bergen Lafayette. When I pushed this project in 2014, some members of the City Council were skeptical. And now that we'll be moving into this building in a few short weeks, it is now clear that this was 100% the right decision for residents of Jersey City. We completed the entire building in 18 months. Now, by comparison, the previous administration took 13 years to build the West District Police Station. And when we move in, we will be saving over $1 million of rent in year one. It will also be a major change to the Ward F landscape by creating more activity and more opportunity there. This project is proof that we are doing more than just speaking about progress, but also putting our money where our rhetoric is. Now, once we complete the ribbon cutting in March, we'll present phase 2 of this project to the City Council, which includes a second building next door to the current annex that will be used both by the community and city government. And in addition to that, a large parking deck to be used by the neighborhood behind it. Our goal is to move more of the city infrastructure and departments into the adjacent building, including a revamped affordable housing office. We are working right now with Jersey City Together on the structure of this revamped office in order to increase the accessibility and efficiency of the city's affordable housing. Our aim is to bring affordable housing development, affordable housing compliance, tenant advocacy under one umbrella in order to better facilitate services for residents. We are going to be working hand in hand with Jersey City Together on this initiative, and we look forward to bringing an ordinance before the City Council early this year. So clearly, we're committed to bringing new life to the hub, and our investment in this area has already started to attract others. Last week, as an example, the JCRA helped facilitate the closing of a building that will become the new and larger headquarters for Rising Tide Capital, which will be located directly next door to the City Hall Annex. I want to thank Alex and Alpha, who are here with us tonight, for their commitment to Jersey City and specifically for this neighborhood. So Alex and Alpha, thank you. However, it's not only infrastructure in Bergen Lafayette that we're investing in, but it's also elsewhere in the city. We're currently finalizing plans to build a parking deck and police station in the Heights. We've recently taken steps with the council to acquire a future home of the New Jersey City Museum and Artist Community Space in Journal Square, and we're working toward building a new police station downtown. Additionally, later in March, the Liberty Science Center will be putting forward their final site plan approval with the city to move forward on a 14-acre expansion of the Science Center in Bergen Lafayette. So, as you can see, we are moving forward as a city by focusing on both the small infrastructure issues and the large projects that you see in every ward every day. I want to close topics tonight with a discussion on taxes. During the past 4 years, we've been one of the few municipalities that has seen stable taxes every single year while increasing city services. I can't stress enough how important this balance is, and I'm proud that we've been able to accomplish so much while remaining fiscally responsible. Our commitment to long-term budgeting has led us to 4 straight credit upgrades, which is something that everybody in this room and everybody in the city should celebrate. Yet it's not lost on me that the city is also undergoing a tax revaluation, which has proved to be extremely difficult for many residents. It's no secret that I opposed this reval every step of the way during the past 4 years, not because I didn't think that balancing taxes were important, but rather I opposed it because I knew it was going to be tremendously disruptive to long-term residents and that we could be caught in a place that could force some residents out of their homes. New Jersey law approaches revaluations in a way that provides very little flexibility to homeowners or municipalities like Jersey City. And without frequent revaluations, the problem is compounded every year that it's not done. This is made worse when one mayor doesn't do a revaluation in a timely manner. In our case here in Jersey City, 25 years went by before the topic was even discussed. When that happens, it creates a situation where there's no good choice between doing a reval and not doing a reval. Ultimately, after 25 years, it leaves a city with basically 2 unfortunate choices. Choice A, which is to conduct the reval so that taxes are balanced, but long-term residents are forced out of their homes. Or choice B, which is to not conduct the reval so that taxes remain imbalanced, but long-term residents can hopefully stay in their homes. With that said, the choice to undertake a reval was actually taken away from Jersey City last year when Governor Christie forced us to move forward. We've complied with this order, and we're committed to doing it in the fairest way we can. We've made information and data on this process more transparent than any other municipality in New Jersey ever has. And if we're forced to do a revaluation, we will do it properly and carefully, and that's my commitment. But we're also aware that revaluations could potentially impact property values, and this concern is heightened by the new Trump tax plan that limits state and local tax deductions. So as a result, tonight, I'm letting residents know that in the next few weeks, I'll be putting forward before the City Council a proposal to conduct a second revaluation next year in order to account for the impacts to the market that may occur this year. I've discussed this already with the reval company, and we'll be able to do this at a fraction of the cost of the current reval, since home inspections have already been through the initial reval process. And we'll use any changes in the real estate market to balance out taxes next year to a fair level for the entire city based on sales that occur after this year's drastic changes in taxes. We are doing our best to make this difficult time as manageable as possible for residents, because we don't want any residents to have to struggle. So finally, in closing, every day, every month, and every year, we are working towards a better Jersey City where our residents are safe and our communities can thrive. This year will be an important one for us, and I'm excited to work together with you to bring these projects to life. Perhaps you came here tonight to hear about maybe a new public safety initiative, or you wanted to know more about plans for the hub, or maybe you're interested in our strategy to make affordable housing more accessible. Regardless of the neighborhood you live in or what topics tonight were most relevant to you, I want to point out how important it is that you took the time to join us tonight. Running this city is a community effort, and I want to thank you for showing up because it proves that you care about this city. Your voices are important, and we will continue to consider you, the community, as our biggest allies and most significant partners. As mayor, the most meaningful part of my job is having the opportunity to connect with residents on issues large and small. I've continued to prioritize communication and honesty between government and residents, and I hope you feel both appreciated and respected here. Our work together is far from over, and this year I hope to continue working together to build a better city for everyone. Tonight, we discussed the future of our city. And over the next month, we'll discuss the future of your specific neighborhoods as well. We'll be hosting community meetings during the next few weeks in order to encourage residents to let us know what issues are most important to them in their respective neighborhoods. So I hope you leave here tonight feeling confident about the direction of your city and the direction of our leadership. I hope you feel proud to live in Jersey City and continue to play a role in the progress. And with that, I'll say thank you for being here tonight, and most importantly, God bless Jersey City. Thanks.